Hey everybody, I'm coming to you live. We got here to um, our campground in Tennessee last night, and I have an exciting story to share about that. For those of you that are first time maybe watching our videos, I just want to explain about us. I'm Ashley, my husband's David, and we full-time RV as Christian missionaries. That was not the original goal to be RVers and to be missionaries, but when God put this call in our heart to spread the mission of our ministry, Joy in the Morning, we realized we need to get the word out there. And a way to do that is to be mobile. So, full time RV missionaries, we've been all across the country at this point. We're really only missing probably about 13 states we haven't hit. But everywhere we go, we try to connect with pastors, ministry leaders, individuals, people in RV parks, and share with them about Joy in the Morning because it is a huge mission for me personally, for my husband. I was widowed at 19 years old. And so a big part of this ministry was birthed out of all of the tragedies that I experienced at a young age. And being widowed myself, I understand deeply what somebody needs during that time. And I really believe that nobody should have to go through widowhood alone or should go through any loss for that matter, the loss of a spouse, a child, parent, grandparent, whatever type of loss it is. We know that people need people. So I'm actually not here to share a story about what we did. I'm actually here to share how we were blessed. We received some help last night. And so that just got my mind going of, wow, like I want to share this story and share it in a way that helps people understand what we do a little bit more. So let me set the scene up at our RV park. It was dark last night. The original way the park people told us to pull into our spot wasn't going to work because we have a huge fifth wheel. So we tried to pull into the grass. Well, I'm from Tucson, Arizona, and it's a desert, and I'm not used to floods being filled with mud and flooded. So I saw part of the field. It looked dry. It looked great. My husband's kind of looking at it. We're like, yeah, let's pull through. We hit this huge batch of mud. And immediately just everything sank down into the mud. It was really bad. So we try to get out. Well, we're trying, we're just digging a bigger hole. So I see like one person at one of the restrooms here, and I'm like, let's just go ask, like, what could this hurt? So we go and ask. And mind you, there is only two other RVs parked on this area of the RV park. Like it's a huge park, but there's only two. So we go and ask and like, yeah, of course, we'd love to help. Let's just finish up. I guess they were using the showers there. So they had just taken their shower. They decide, let's help these people in the muddy rain, in the dark, and try to get them out. They weren't able to help. They attempted a couple times. It was some type of, I don't know, suburban type vehicle. They're not able to get it. So they're like, hey, look, we have a truck. Let's go grab our truck. We'll come back and we will help them get out. So we're like, okay, well, we'll wait here. There's nothing else for us to do. Thank you so much. And they go and get their truck and they come back. But it took about 20, I don't know, about this time, about 20, 30 minutes maybe. So we're just waiting and just thanking God, like, oh, wow, somebody did help us. They end up doing all the tricks, this strap, this chain, all the things, and they cannot pull us out of the mud. But they try 5 times and they are just really in there, just like going for it. And eventually it was just like, you know what, thank you, you've tried so much. They made a very stressful situation less stressful, just knowing that they were there for us and we weren't alone in this situation. And at the end of that, we're like, you know what, we got to call some professionals in. That's okay, sometimes it happens. And we just thank them for their time. They were so gracious, and they left. So as we're there just trying to pack up the stuff from that situation, somebody else walks by. And I remember thinking, oh, maybe we could ask this person, because there's all different types of trucks and things in RV parks. And they see me and I say hello, and it's in the dark, but we have like our light on, and they just walk by. Like we weren't there, like we hadn't been struggling for the last 2 hours to get out of the mud. Walk completely by. I would say that is a rare situation in an RV park, honestly. But it got me thinking This is the start. It started me thinking about, man, the Good Samaritan. Like, how many times do we have those opportunities to step out, to put ourselves out there? We might not be professionals. We might not be the ones that have all the right tools. We can just be there or acknowledge, gosh, man, this sucks. You guys are in this situation. Oh, there's a lot of mud. I wish I had a truck to pull you out. Right. Just something. Nothing. Walks on by. I'm like, okay. So anyway, so we end up calling the tow truck. They come early this morning. We get out of the mud. I'm just thinking, wow, how much this relates to widowhood and how much this relates to the job that we do and what we do now after having our own ministry locally in Tucson for 3 years is we take those tools, those trainings, the experience on the road and try to help other ministers and believers understand just what it takes to be there and to show up for somebody facing loss. And so I just want to read this a verse because it is the Good Samaritan, parable of the Good Samaritan. It says, but as a Samaritan, as he journeyed, he came to where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion. He went to him, he bound his wounds, pouring on the oil and wine, and set him on his own animal and brought him into an inn and took care of him. The next day he took out 2 denarii, gave it to the innkeeper, saying, take care of him, and whatever more you spend, I will repay you when you come back. Which of these three do you think was proved to be the neighbor of the man? So prior in the scripture, it talks about how there were other people that were very capable of helping this man that was beaten up and left on the road to die, and they just walked by, right? And so this man not only took the time, he did what he could, he dropped him off at the innkeeper, he continued to support him, but he didn't just leave him on his own. And so when I think of the type of ministry we do, when I think of caring for those that have been widowed, caring for those that have lost loved ones, get those gonna do like I don't have all the tools, I don't know the things to say, and that's where we come in. We have an app, and honestly, it's like there is no more excuses. We wanted to make something so easy for people to use that it was like, wow, the thinking work is gone. Like, we're here, we showed up because we have this app and we know what to do, what to say, how to really walk alongside somebody who is facing a loss and not leaving them alone on the road and not acknowledging their pain or their circumstance. And so I hope that you're able to check it out. It's in our bio. It's on our website, joyinthemorning.org. And literally, you could show up, you could be that Good Samaritan for somebody. You could be the person that makes a huge difference in somebody's life just by trying to do the things that you can do, right? We can only do what we can do, but God can put his super on our natural, and that can become supernatural. And if they are too stuck in the mud, honestly, if they were too stuck in the mud, those people tried 5 times to get us out and it just didn't work. Well, they just didn't have the right tools. They had the right heart. They had man, they were just compassionate and caring, but they didn't have the right tools on the road with them. So if you guys come alongside with us, Joy in the Morning, you'll see we have the right tools to get you guys in the right spot to help them really get them out of the mud, get them to a spot where they're on solid ground again, where they can see the light of day again. I mean, gosh, I could keep going with this story, but I just love how God reminded me of that last night. Like, sometimes it just takes showing up, trying, caring, and sometimes you just need to go that little extra step, get some tools, get some support. We're here as Joy in the Morning to support you in your journey as you help your friend, as you help your family member facing a loss. So thanks for listening. God bless you.